Welcome to Malaysia Specialty Coffee Association podcast episode number 3. So today we'll focus a bit more on helping coffee lovers to start their journey to brew coffee. Okay, so together with us today we have two special guests, very long time in coffee expert. They can help you to select your equipment and how to actually start your brewing journey. Okay, together with us today we have.
Hi, my name is Boyd. I'm from Dankofsen Berhad. I'm working as a brand manager. Thank you for having me.
Also,
Yes,
if I'm
awesome.
not wrong, you are the Malaysia Specialty Coffee Association's exco, right? Executive committee member.
Wow.
Yes, I am.
So good.
How many years
Then-
how many years are you in coffee already?
I think now it's 21.
21 years.
Wow.
21 tahun.
Otai already.
already old.
OG. Like people
OG,
said
betul.
OG.
Okay, then
Okay.
together with us today we have.
Okay, hi. My name is Hazley. I'm from Cofex Coffee Malaysia. My position in Cofex barista trainer, right? I'm stay in Kuala Lumpur.
How many years? 10 years in coffee?
In coffee, this year's gonna be my 16 years.
16 years in coffee.
Sound like you lost
Yeah.
count a bit. Sure, no, 16.
No
counted,
wonder
yeah.
nampak
But not
muda ah.
not 21 You can see our rambut, so you know lah.
Just the color.
Just the color.
Just the colour.
Correct. Just the color.
Okay, so today we will focus a bit more on how to select coffee equipment because right now in the market there's really a lot, banyak sangat equipment yang
Yup.
kita boleh dapat. Lepas
Yes.
tu ada yang murah, ada yang sangat-sangat mahal.
Correct.
So apa equipment yang betul-betul sesuai untuk kita beli? So let's say if I really want to start with brewing filter coffee, what are the first thing that I should look at? Equipment yang mana satu paling penting? Nombor satu.
Okay. Me?
Hmm.
When I start brewing my coffee start my journey in coffee industry, I start with the coffee press.
Coffee
Yeah,
press.
that time itu je yang I boleh.
Yang
Yeah, just like
French press ah?
French press, yeah,
Ah,
French
okay.
press. Like a belanja that. Because waktu tu I'm still study, so I
Oh.
don't have money to buy this very fancy equipment. So yeah, so I start with the French press. Then step by step, then I buy other
yang lebih upgrade.
yang
lah.
lebih upgrade lah, V60, then Harrier switch. Then I buy coffee machines. Yeah, just a small
ada
coffee
machine
machine.
lah.
Dulu I ada coffee machines. Kecil je lah, it's a very simple one, very straightforward one. You know, just one boleh buat dekat rumah je. I tinggal pun seorang-seorang. So yeah, dengan my housemate. So kita tak minum kopi sangat pun.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Boyd?
Yeah.
What's the most important thing to actually consider about to start brewing?
Of course, if you can, I would say it's a grinder. A
Yeah.
multi-purpose grinder will help for you to learn on different brewing. If home, I still prefer using filter because can try more
Correct.
origins. Because espresso definitely is fun when you have learning how to steam milk, all these kind of things.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Correct.
The grinder is definitely is one. And personally, I like with the motor because it gives you more consistency.
Yes.
So electric motor grinders,
Correct.
unless you are doing a lot of travels. If you travel, then of course you need a hand grinders.
Yeah, hand grinder. It's much more easier.
Okay, let's say I suka sangat nak pergi camping lepas tu
Yeah.
buat kopi ya.
Yeah.
What are the recommended equipment that I should have to brew pretty decent coffee?
I always go to camping.
Mm-hmm.
I always bring a Harrier switch with me. Even though like I always bring the ceramic one. Even though like ada orang cakap, oh you go camping nanti pecah and everything. But for me, I got my own case to put all my brewing equipment.
Okay.
So yeah, for me, I bring a Harrier switch, my hand grinder. You can see so where is my grinder. This one is Fraser Pietro.
Top notch.
One of the first flat burr.
Yeah.
Burr in Malaysia. A bit heavy, but it's consistent. For me, it's consistent. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why my setup lah for if I go to camping lah.
If I'm not wrong, right now we also have a lot of equipment that actually focus on doing like for outdoor
Yes.
outdoor use.
Yep, correct.
what's your thought on that? Like equal functional, or is it a must for me to get it, or
I'm very practical, guys. I will buy things that easier to handle. Okay.
Correct.
I go more on the metal part because really,
yeah.
can do a bit more rough.
Yep.
Especially camping,
Yes.
right?
Correct.
So, for me, this is practical is more important because when you get used to your equipments, you actually better execute it based on extractions. Because at the end, coffee is a key beverage, right? So we can do it better by knowing well about your equipments.
okay? Let's say right now, whatever we have here, how will you guide our audience today to make coffee using whatever we have here? Because I saw this, we have Hario switch.
Yeah.
I'm not a pro brewer yet. How should I play around with this? Why Hario switch? Because nowadays I see in the market, I go coffee week, there's so many different drippers. You have
The new drippers.
Solo lah, you have Time Mall, and then you have Marvel, and then you have Hario. So many different types of drippers that you have. How to select one that is, multifunctional, good enough for almost everything?
Well, I mean, Switch is one of the, I think it's not the first one to come up with these two concept of brewing, where immersion versus direct extractions. But what fancy about Hario is that, of course, they are famous for the angles and also the lines in order to have a better extractions. At the same time, this one we can actually press it here to
I
get.
can help you hold. Then
Yeah.
you can execute it.
So you can press it back. So actually you're holding up the extraction. I mean the coffee. Yeah. So this will give lesser error when brewing.
Right.
Or sometimes when I lazy also I will using this because I just leave it soak it.
Immersion.
Yeah, immersions. Yeah.
Very easy.
Yeah. Less wrong with the coffee taste. Yeah.
Lesser factor that affect the taste of the coffee.
Yeah.
Correct. Because you just pour water
Yes.
and then I immerse.
Yeah.
Yep.
So almost the same function like clever dripper.
Yes. Even similar to cupping process. Right. Reason cupping, they just pour water to reduce the error that because brewing is always very technical for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's say if I have this right now and then I don't know what kettle to choose, I only have a jug at home. Do you think I can still brew?
Yes. Yes.
Tell me how.
For me, because this Hario switch is very easy. Is good for the beginners also. So if they don't have kettle, they have like something like this one. Like now, if I go to any events, Cofex will do like this kind of methods. So we just put like 15 grams of coffee, then 20 milliliters of water, then just straight pour. Make sure that all the coffee is contact with the hot water. Then wait for, in Cofex we wait 3 minutes, 30 seconds or 5 minutes. Then we just release.
Straight draw down.
Straight. So
Coffee?
yeah. So beginners also you can. My boss always said that you need to minimize the easiest for the beginner. Don't have skill. If they don't have skill to use the kettle and pour and everything, like just use one, straightly pour and then wait and done.
Okay.
Very easy.
Very easy.
Yeah. And it's cheap.
Yeah, this actually
It's more economic.
if you need discount, you can look for Boyd. Okay, just now we also mentioned that if I were to choose something that is more important to start brewing journey, grinder paling penting.
Yes.
So what are the consideration I should put when I select a grinder? We have like Time Mola, Chestnut or this, and then we have now Niche Zero, or even the one that probably you can see from behind here is a bigger one, FM grinder and stuff like that. So when we talk about consistency in terms of what? Grind size, dosage, wastage, or like apa macam?
Of course, consistency in terms of particle size is important because that's how we extract the coffee to bring it optimum. Definitely, flat burr is one that easier to manage because of the way of actually so-called crush the coffee. To find a good one, especially a hand grinder, is very hard on the flat burr. So far, only this Florence Sato, who are the first one come out with the flat burr and then as a hand grinder, which is really, really interesting. Yeah, you should try out and find him. Right, can borrow for a while or not?
Can.
Hey, thank you.
Please contact of X.
No, you first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, just now he Aboy mentioned about grind size and the particles, right? So maybe for the benefit of audience, so let's say if you steep an apple being cut into different sizes, one has maybe smaller cube size, but you put in more, so that means actually you extract more flavors from that apple itself. Can I say so?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
can.
Yeah.
So that
Maybe
also
carrot would be much more easier to explain.
why carrot?
Okay. Usually when we chop carrots without proper, right, you got many different sizes.
Correct.
So in terms of texture wise, right, you got also bigger chunk and smaller. And
Yes.
one is more hardened, one is more softer, or
Correct.
even some missing, right? So it's similar to particle size, right? If you cut a carrot according to 1 cm square each, then extraction wise you're more consistent. And when you bite it, means you get the better mouthfeel as in like consistency as well. Yeah. Because apple, why I say carrot, because when we do cooking, I like to do cookings. Sometimes
Wow.
taste
Why
why
never
it's not
told us?
consistent, right? Yeah. So same like grinders.
Yes. Correct.
How about you?
I agree with that. Actually, for me, okay, if I put myself as a beginners, okay, for me, yes, of course. First, I will see depends on my budget because
Okay.
they have a lot of hand grinders here. Tak semestinya you first time as a beginner you need to buy like something this kind of Pietro.
How much
Because
is this, by the way?
this one is latest one is 1,008.
1,800.
But it
boleh lah. If you invest and then you
Okay,
use
sorry.
for many years, then
Let's change
boleh
different.
You can come
Right.
to Bafax.
Let's run first.
But the first hand grinder that I beli adalah the Timor chestnut, I think
200.
it's like 200 plus, something like that.
More
Because,
than
because for me, like if I have certain budgets. So I need to bagi this grinder and then this brewing methods, and then I need to bagi my budget also to beans. So if you have a very good one, suddenly you beli beans that was so something like that. So it depends on your budget untuk juga. But like what I said, like of course like they have a like conical spur and flat burr. Flat burr of course the best one. But yeah, you can start just percaya pada proses. Learn step by steps. Learn step by steps. Yeah,
percaya pada proses.
Okay.
Powers, yeah.
Right. So let's say now I have a bit more budget already.
Okay.
I want to make coffee at home.
Okay.
What are the suitable equipment that can help me with both? I want to drink espresso, I can. I want to drink filter, I can. Something that is more accessible and multifunctional. What are the equipment that you will actually recommend?
Coffee machines? Or you're talking about grinders?
Grinders or
Machines. But maybe I think I expect that to make espresso you need machine.
Yeah. So machines wise, of course, like mine, I will have bit more benefit by having the company that's selling the Victoria machines, which they have not only espresso, but also they have a pure brew. It's something that's similar to the filter coffee by extract without using pressure, just using gravity pressure. So in that, I can enjoy espresso when I want or filter coffee. And the good thing is that it's all been programmed, so makes anyone at home also get easier to brew the coffee or even make espresso.
So technically for that machine, apart from doing filter and also espresso, you can actually brew tea. Can I say
Correct.
so?
Yeah, because without pressure, like normal traditional machine 9 bar, basically you just pour water into it. Of course, espresso machine, because it's a group head, they will not move around to do the normal traditional pour. But group head actually run through water through the shower net, which is giving the ring
Consistent.
for every single part of the
Yeah.
so-called the ingredient itself. Yeah.
Yeah. Correct.
How about you? Any other recommendation apart from Victoria? I don't know right now. Maybe
Cari
like
daya.
Bila cari you For me, first machines that I bought actually is very simple one, probably 870. Like together with the grinders and everything. When that one, the first one I start. Then after that, when I start join Cofex, I jual my that
sebab sudah ada
espresso.
dekat
Yeah,
showroom.
because Monday to Friday I dah memang brew dekat office. So like back to your questions, for now my recommendations is for now I always use the machine brands Deep Brew. So it's almost similar like Boyd said. You can play around with the pressure profilings and everything. Yeah, for me, I baru lagi try buat use that machines, and then I always pair this grinder with Ferrero Sato, Orgong. I can use filter because why I use Orgong because I can use filter coffee, use that grinder and espresso also at the same time. Yeah.
What's your point of view in terms of the recent popular one we have Aiden? What's your different thoughts? Do you have like some thoughts? Maybe we can guide our audience here that they want to make something that is easier to drink daily and stuff like that.
For me, I always concerned about the consistency. Like if I brew today or tomorrow or 1 week, so it's gonna be consistent. Like you said, it's Eden. We can brew using Eden, even though I use like specialist coffee, very good coffee or very like commercial one. You can set your own recipes there. How many pour you want. You can set the temperatures also. Like for me, that machines can give me very consistent quality, and then I can play around a lot. That is my opinions about Eden's.
Okay, so on a daily basis, you both run trainings, right? And also educating people in terms of products and stuff like that. Apart from coffee equipment, what else do you think is important to actually start this brewing journey?
Scale.
Oh,
You need to measure, and
Yes,
that's where it gives you more control. At the same time, also get you consistency, right? As you all know, scale is now really must have in coffee bar, whether filter or espresso. Okay,
Correct.
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 I start with Akaya. I'm very lucky I have a free one from friends.
okay,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah.
Got one for me. I can be friends also.
okay.
So I start with that until now, also using it. Actually, when you really invest in the good equipments, right, it lasts. I tell you, my Akaya is already 10 years with me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kalis I?
The first version, the white one.
Wow, so good one.
Yeah, I'm still using it. So if you got a divide for 10 years, 1,000, it's not less than 100.
Okay. Worth investing.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Correct. That's
Any recommendation of skill?
for now I'm using die flutes. Yeah, for die flute. The reason why because Cofex to die flutes. And then I can connect to the apps. So previously I just let's say I'm doing the manual brew, I just pour and everything. Just wait using the normal weighing scale, but using the die flutes, I can track my flow rates. I can connect with my apps. I can check with TDS measurements and everything. So for now, I'm using the die flutes.
Okay. So, okay, to conclude on this, right, mostly what you need is that when you want to start your brewing journey, what's important is that you can actually monitor what changes you can make to your coffee.
Yes.
Let's say if I do scale, how much water I'm pouring in, how much of the coffee that I'm putting in, what's the grind size that I'm using for this coffee today. Let's say if I'm investing into one of these grinder, then I will pay attention to what's the grind size that I use
Yeah.
today, tomorrow, or even from brew to brew, then you can observe what are the changes that each grind size or how much of the brewing parameters can do to your coffee itself.
Correct.
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 Right. So of course, not a sponsored post, but then these are the mostly simpler setting for a brewers to actually start brewing.
Yeah.
Then only you slowly invest in
Correct.
and get something that is better.
Correct.
Sorry, one more last question.
Hmm.
Is it important to get gooseneck kettle?
Gooseneck kettles,
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, give you a better pouring control and
consistent.
hitting it to the right spot
Mm.
without giving a different pressure. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I also use again a good deal from Buona Vita. But
So many
yeah,
good deals.
before that,
Yeah.
I just use a simple pouring. Really hard to get a good taste, and I feel it would be a waste on my coffee because coffee is not a cheap thing, and we don't want to waste it. And you
Okay.
quite feel disappointed when you couldn't get through the taste as you
Yeah.
looking through the taste profile given by the roaster.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, now we mentioned about kettle lah.
Mm.
Kettle with temperature control, or if I really no budget, I just get the gooseneck kettle. Make it
Oh.
better.
Yeah, if you really know, but at home I'm using the kettle through the heating up from the stove. But I put a thermometer.
Okay.
So you can still control on your temperature
Yes.
using a thermometer
Yeah.
instead of the knob.
Yep. Correct.
Yeah.
I start with that also. Use the
Yeah.
thermometer, but slowly, like I learn a lot. You can control. Then you upgrade a bit and bit lah. Then I use the
Bos pun
flat
bagi
heater.
discount lah.
Oh,
Bos bagi discount lah because bos tengok macam it's time for you to use the proper kettles. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Anything else you all want to share with our audience today?
For me, if you already have a very good setup of your
Mhm.
brewing equipment,
Mm-hmm.
then let's say you have a very good hand grinder,
Okay.
you have very good brewing setup, scales and everything. So one more thing is very important is you need to prepare yourself, willing to learn. Willing to learn. You need to be open mind. Okay. Me myself, like when I start, I read a lot. From website, YouTube and everything. Then after for a while, I kumpul duit dan
Kumpul duit.
then I belajar dekat tempat yang academic, barista academic and everything. For me, after you got all this equipment, the last one is prepare yourself, willing to learn, so open mind. Yeah.
Orang tu?
Yeah.
Senior.
Senior?
Senior. 21 tahun.
21
what I want to say also, you finished for me already. Definitely open-minded by not just only think about branded. Sometimes coffee is about taste, right?
How to extract it.
How to extract it. Learn from others, share with others, then you learn more. Okay? Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Boyd, and also Hazley, for joining us in this.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes. So once again, I'm Vinny. Thank you so much for watching this podcast together with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.